Camp Korey has programs that run year-round and serve children all over the Puget Sound as well as the Northwest. We have our family weekend programs. We also have our hospital outreach program now called Camp to You. And then we have our Hallmark Summer Program, which is our 8 weeks of programming in the summertime. Anything that you can think of, we do at Camp Korey. The doctors and nurses at Camp Korey that come and volunteer are the lifeblood of our mission and make magic and miracles happen every day.
We serve a very, very wide variety of different kids. So we just do as much as we can to ensure that everything that the child needs will be taken care of while they're here at camp. For parents who bring children to Camp Korey, it's incredibly important that they trust us and that they feel comfortable leaving their child in our care. When they realize that we have the ability to take as good of care of their child as they can at home, that trust is there with them. We had an 8-year-old camper last summer who had some pretty sensitive medical issues. And the family was very nervous about sending him to camp with the sensitive issues that he had. And so we decided to make him a day camper. And so throughout the week, every time Dad came to take him home, the camper became more and more resistant to leaving camp because it had become such a wonderful place for him. And so what we found was we not only saw a parent who realized that we were going to be able to take care of their child appropriately, but a camper who became much less shy around issues that were incredibly sensitive. So he was able to come and stay overnight the last night. Next year, this upcoming summer, he will be a overnight camper, which is amazing. First-time campers are incredibly nervous, and our first-time camper parents are incredibly nervous. So there's this nervous energy. And then on Friday, it's wonderful because they have actually spent a full 5 days with us. They have become more independent, they have made friends, they have felt what camp is. And so when their parent comes back and they see the change in their child, they're kind of amazed.
I have seen camp affect our campers in many different ways. I think building their confidence is one of the biggest things that I've seen, and also making them feel like they're not alone in this world and that they're not the only child or person that has a specific condition. One of the first summers that I was at camp, I remember listening in on 2 little girls. They were getting ready, I think, to go to the pool, and one of them noticed that the other one had a scar on her belly that looked just like hers. And she always felt like she was the only person who had had that experience. It was like an immediate bond between the 2 of them.
Our parent company did a study surveying parents pre and post camp. What we found is that campers had an incredibly increased amount of resilience and coping strategies. They're more independent. They have increased self-esteem. So Camp Korey is incredibly critical to these kids' growth and development.
And the kids that we treat, we're often prescribing interventions, medical interventions, radiographic studies, surgical interventions, and I think for me what's so valuable about camp is it's something very non-medical that I can prescribe for kids.
So the difference between being a camper versus being a patient is that they are kids first and foremost, and secondarily they have a medical condition that we are busy taking care of in the background, but it's not the forefront of how they feel here at camp.
There's no one thing you can put your finger on. It's seeing kids walking around in costumes for the whole week, or watching kids kiss the fish and make an art project in a medium they've never worked with. So it's hard to pin one thing. It's the bulk of the experience. It's such a supportive environment to learn and grow and develop in ways that you can't anticipate before you arrive.
Camp Korey helped me realize the beauty of being unique. Always be original because you're beautiful just the way you are. So I just want to say thank you to Camp Korey because every time things get rough, I think of here and the magic it brings.